Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Meron tayong bisita ngayon from Dublin. Sa nating kabayan na kakarating lang sa Ireland. Mag-share siya ng kanyang journey from the Philippines to Ireland as a radiographer.
45 minutes, I was interviewed by the manager ng institution. Hindi ka nila tatanungin, tell me something about yourself. Walang ganon. It was like all procedural.
On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 is the most parang very satisfied ka sa salary. 0 is parang not satisfied at all. So, what score would you give to your salary offer dito sa Ireland as a radiographer? Alam ng mga nurses to eh. Mas malaki yung sweldo ng mga radiographers kumpara sa mga nurses.
Ata siya, nanginginig talaga ako, sir.
Ba't ka kinakawa? Nanginginig siya. Lemon drizzle.
Hey guys.
Hello, good. How are you? Can we get 2 hot chocolates? What's this one? Is that a lemon drizzle cake?
Sorry, the lemon cake is actually sold out at the moment. Sorry, I forgot to take that away. We only have the chocolate tart, the Bakewell, muffin, fudge, protein bar, and stuffed date.
Oh, that's cute.
Put the protein bar away from him.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Guys, nandito kami ngayon sa my favorite coffee shop dito sa Limerick. It's called the Old Barracks Coffee Shop dito sa Bird Hill, County Tipperary. Meron tayong bisita ngayon from Dublin. Isa nating kabayan na kakarating lang sa Ireland. Mag-share siya ng kanyang journey from the Philippines to Ireland as a radiographer.
I'm AJ Reyes from Bataan and I came here to Ireland to practice my profession as a radiographer po.
Paano nag-start yung Ireland journey mo, yung application mo sa Ireland? From the start ba, Ireland na agad yung target?
No, wala po akong balak mag-abroad. Pero yung mga kaibigan ko po,
Hindi halamig.
hindi, kinakabahan ako, sir.
Pagkakabahan, ano lang naman.
Nalaman ko siya sa kaibigan ko, inaya lang nila ako na mag-process ng CORU. Yun po yung parang first step para ma-practice yung profession dito.
Online registration yan.
Everything's online po. I-upload mo lang lahat ng documents doon. Walang exam. Lahat po, documents. Mga papel lang po.
Sa amin kasi, kailangan namin mag-present ng English test ng IELTS. So, sa inyo dun sa CORU, meron.
Walang English test. I think it would depend on sa university kung saan ka gumraduate. If kasi yung English certificate ma-provide nyo, okay naman. Go naman siya. Pero kung walang English certificate, then pwede ka mag-IELTS. Yun.
Saan?
English test.
English certificate na provided ng school?
Kunin nyo yun sa school. Parang it's a proof that you use the English language as your medium of instruction nung college kayo. Yes.
So, sa inyo, sa St. Louis
Sa St. Louis, they issue naman yung certificate, English certificate. Kaya hindi na kinailangan mag-IELTS. Kung mag-abroad kasi yung mga radtech sa Pilipinas, they are mostly going to the Middle East, ganyan. UK is also on the list, UK. Pero sa UK kasi it's the HCPC registration. Sa atin, sa Ireland naman, CORU. Sa Middle East, they have their exam. Singapore, Australia, yun yung mga pinupuntahan usually ng mga radtech. So, sa mga kabatch ko kasi, US pwede rin pero exam din po sila. So, sa mga kabatch ko, parang most of them are going to UK. So, I felt like sobrang saturated na yung UK for Filipinos na ganun. So, parang sabi ko, kung mag-abroad ako, I would go somewhere na lesser yung population, parang ganon yung population ng mga Filipino radtechs, ganon.
I-discuss naman natin yung processing mo dun sa CORU.
Yun lang naman kasi yung pinakakailangan natin para makapag-work dito. Yung CORU, it has 2 parts, CORU recognition and CORU registration. The first one is the CORU recognition. Nag-start ako mag-CORU recognition, I think 2022 ko ata siya ni-research, parang ganun. Tapos 2023 ako nagsimulang mag-upload ng mga documents. Kasi sa CORU, guys, you're just gonna have to create an account. Tapos po, parang nakalista na doon. May listahan doon ng mga documents na kailangan mong i-submit, i-upload, ganyan. So, matatrack mo dun sa account mo kung ano na yung na-upload mo, kung ano pa yung kulang mo, ganyan. So, I think I started doing that nung mga 2022 ba yung sinabi? 2022. After mo ma-upload, makikita mo naman kung uploaded na, kung ano yung next na kailangan mo gawin. After all of the documents have been submitted and uploaded, ganyan, you would proceed to payment, ganon. So, may payment siya na, I think, €450. sobrang hirap nung mga documents na kailangan yung kuhanin. For me, it's a lengthy procedure. Tedious talaga siya na to the point na kunwari, marami kang documents na kailangan kuhanin. My friends parang divided into actually 4 categories, like personal documents, documents coming from your university, from the PRC, and from your current employer. And maraming documents kang kailangan kuhanin sa kanila. Yung mga documents na kinuha mo, for example, sa school, kumuha ka ng course syllabus, internship summary, mga ganun. It actually takes time, diba? Hindi naman readily available yan. Actually, yung course syllabus was like 3 months bago i-release sa amin. And it is a 300 pages document na kailangan mo i-scan one by one, then upload. It's just that one document pa lang to aside sa sobrang dami po ng documents. And then kapag nasubmit mo na kasi siya, kailangan yung school isasubmit din yon
from the school to
Koru sa amin. So parang it's a verification process na yung sinubmit ko is a legit document coming from the university. Imagine mo yung, kunwari, I obtained 10 documents from the school. The school also has to send those 10 documents sa Koru. Same goes with your employer. Kung ilan yung documents na kinuha mo sa employer, yun din sasend ng employer mo sa Koru and with the PRC.
Next question is parang how long did you complete yung Koru process?
For the Koru process, inabot siya ng 1 year. Kasi after mong makomplete lahat nung documents, mag-i-email naman sila sa'yo na your documents are completed or kailangan mo pang i-thoroughly discuss yung ganito, yung ganyan. Parang once na ma-receive kasi nila, marami pa silang hihingin sa'yo. So hindi porket na kompleto mo na yung nasa account mo, submit mo na, okay na. Mag-i-email back sila sa'yo and will tell you na your internship summary is parang kulang, ganyan, mag-expound ka pa on this, ganyan. Tapos basta sasabihin nila, okay, completed mo na, wait mo na lang yung decision ng board parang after 4 months. Yan. So may waiting time ka na 4 months kapag na-complete mo na yung document.
Ano na yung next step mo after mo ma-complete yung Koru?
Koru recognition pa lang po yun. After nung Koru recognition, meron pang Koru registration. Hindi po porket okay ka na sa Koru recognition, mare-register ka na. Kasi after po nung Koru recognition, may babayaran ka ulit. Tapos may additional documents pong kailangan for the registration. And this registration takes time ulit ng mga 4 months po ulit. Parang ganon. Kung okay na ako sa recognition, makaka-receive ka na ng invite to register. And additional documents po yung isasubmit mo. Tapos yun, andar ulit yung oras. Pero some cases hindi pa rin talaga. Kunwari, walang experience sa MRI or nuclear medicine, pwedeng mag-exam or may period of adaptation. So, not everyone naman would be like an easy process. Kasi, depende siya sa experience mo or sa exposure mo sa Pilipinas or sa work mo. Register po ako, I think February 28 or February 29 this year. Naghanap lang po ako ng employer sa LinkedIn and parang one random night sa hospital. Nakita ko lang na may hiring. Syempre, registered naman na ako. So, kinlik ko lang yung company na nag-hire ng radiographer. Tapos, nakalagay po doon, create a cover letter. Yun po yung first. Tapos parang ako, wala akong cover letter. Parang I wasn't ready nga nun eh. So, nag-google lang ako and I made one on the spot. Tapos, sinubmit ko yung cover letter. And after that, upload your CV. In-upload ko po yung CV ko.
People will be curious about dun sa interview process kasi syempre, di ba yun ang one of the crucial parang step, gateway para makapunta ka dito. If there's anything na meron kang ma-advise, may share during the interview, paano ba yung mga tanungan? Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, for the interview, I think this is the longest interview na nagawa ko. 45 minutes I was interviewed by the manager nung institution. Tapos, it is more of the technical side talaga. Hindi ka nila tatanungin, tell me something about yourself. Walang ganon. It was like all procedurals. Questions are like more of the CT scan procedures. Like angiography, kung paano yung timing, ano yung anatomy, ganyan, or different cases. And
ano yung parang minimum required na clinical experience for you to be hired?
Hindi ko sure sa minimum.
Ilan ka ba?
4 years kasi ako eh.
So,
Kaya medyo matagal na ata siya. Nanginginig talaga ako, sir. Kinakabahan kasi ako.
okay na ka ba? On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 is the most parang very satisfied ka sa salary. 0 is parang not satisfied at all. What score would you give to your salary offer dito sa Ireland as a radiographer?
9 po.
Wow. Alam ng mga nurses to, mas malaki yung sweldo ng mga radiographers kumpara sa mga nurses dito sa abroad, sa Ireland. So, Pakibayaran nga to. From the Philippines to Ireland, ano yung mga preparation mo?
Ito pong special, winter clothes. Yung pinakakailangan i-prepare is mental preparation na mag-abroad ka.
Sa Ireland, nung paglapag mo, ano yung mga naramdaman mo? Ano yung mga na-observe mo? Yung mga first impression mo sa Ireland? Ikaw lang ba mag-isa na dumating? Ay, ikaw lang mag-isa? Okay, so iba rin yun, no?
Looking forward to my life dito. Pero hindi ko na-realize na parang totoo pala siya. Nung narinig ko yung airport announcement na we have just landed in Dublin International Airport, ganyan. Tapos parang ikaw, mag-isa ka lang doon na para ka lang bata. Tapos, doon ako naiyak. Naiyak ako doon. Parang, yeah.
No, he doesn't. Dito sa Ireland, yung mga tao, very friendly. Yung mga stranger, parang i-approach ka nila randomly. Tapos mag-small talk sila sa inyo. Before ka dumating dito, na-sort out mo ba yung accommodation mo?
They prepared it for me naman.
Yung company. That's nice. So, yung relocation package mo na, binayaran mo ba yung itong first month mo sa accommodation or yung company?
Company po lahat ng bay. Mula talaga nung pagdating ko dito, airport, may magpipick up sa'yo and someone would help you. Like, ang group ko lang naman kasi talaga for Ireland is radiographers in Ireland. Merong accommodation din doon, pero medyo konting-konti lang talaga. Then, a colleague of mine suggested na you should try dun sa mga Filipino nurses. Doon po ako nakahanap. So, Filipino nurses in Ireland, tas may accommodation po doon.
Kamusta yung first month mo dito sa Ireland? Sobrang nanibago ka ba or parang excited ka ba? How did you feel?
Yung weather, maswerte pa daw ako kasi medyo sunny pa nung mga panahon na yun. So, okay naman siya. Tapos malamig, masarap naman sa feeling, malamig.
How much would ma-advise mo na dali nila as a pocket money here in Ireland? Because Ireland is an expensive country to live in. Very, very expensive country to live in. So parang you should have enough pocket money.
I think on the safe side, 3,000 euros dapat yung dala mo. Pero I personally brought 2,000 euro lang.
Let's talk about naman yung sa workplace. No? Paano yung first impression mo sa workplace? Kinabahan ka ba? Natakot ka ba? Ano yung feeling mo on your first few days?
Surprisingly, maraming Filipinos dun sa work ko ngayon. Kaya medyo maraming magtuturo sa'yo, mag-guide sa'yo, tutulong talaga sa'yo. Pero, yung work kasi dito is parang malaki yung difference niya sa Pilipinas kasi nga, again, nagde-decide ka dito, tas
in general, mas mahirap ba or mas stressful bang trabaho sa Philippines compared dito sa Ireland as a radiographer?
para sa akin kasi, yung Pilipinas, toxic siya gumalaw. Kunwari, marami ng pasyente. Para kasi tayong ikutan na ng ikutan sa department, tumatakbo ka dito, dyan, nagmamadali ka. Kasi sa Pilipinas, hawak mo yung charging, alam mo yun, pag-enter sa system, pag-release ng results, ganyan. Dito kasi, kung radiographer ka lang talaga na parang focus mo lang yung pasyente mo. And yung procedure, lighter yung work dito, pero more on mentally, mas draining siya. Pero kung physical, hindi ka mapapagod kasi halos nakaupo ka lang naman, tas computer, tas punta ka lang sa machine kapag may patient. Parang ganun ha. Sa Pilipinas, ikot kasi tayo ng ikot sa department
I-wrap up na natin itong vlog na to kasi dumidilim na. And I think na-cover naman ni AJ yung mga kanyang journey from the very beginning up to the last 2 months na nasa Ireland siya, right? Let's ask him what tips can he give to the aspiring radiographers natin sa Philippines na pumunta dito sa Ireland.
The number one thing na kailangan nyo gawin is do your research talaga sa process. And easier kung mag-join kayo dun sa Filipino radiographers in Ireland because nandun yung mga Filipinos na nagpa-process ng CORU recognition and registration and also for employment. So, you could post there kung ano yung inquiries nyo, questions nyo with regards dun sa process itself. Ready yourself financially, mag-ipon na kayo para mas madali yung maging process nyo kasi may mga babayaran, lalo na yung pocket money na kailangan nyo kung mapupunta na kayo dito. And mental preparation, i-ready nyo yung self nyo na you're gonna guys live abroad away from your family and friends na you're out of your comfort zone, ganun. And always remember na para sa akin, lagi ko lang tinatandaan na the first steps are always the hardest kasi yun siya talaga. Magiging madali din siya pero not today. Hindi pa ngayon.
Thank you very much, AJ, for telling us your journey, for sharing your journey dito sa ating YouTube channel. May Facebook ka ba na pwedeng tanungan?
Instagram na lang po, AJ Reyes. Yeah, you could ask me about this process. Instagram na lang, guys. AJRRREYES.
Hope to see you guys on the next vlog. And thank you for watching until the end. And see you soon. Bye! Anong first impression mo sa Limerick?
Mas tahimik, mas peaceful, ganun.
Kumpara sa Dublin. Do you like it?
I liked it, pero Dublin pa din.
Yeah. It's strawberry and lime. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, right.
We also have another one. We have a tropical mixed fruit, or we've a regular mixed fruit.
I'll have the tropical.
And once you get, so as you'll notice, it's starting to go blacker. So that's where the barley, the burnt barley would sink to the bottom, and that's how it gets this black texture. So yeah, basically, once that's kind of good to go. I'll give it a small bit longer. I'd prefer to give it a small bit longer. Once it's good to go, you just top it up again then. So then when you top it up then again, see how you can see everything is settling to the bottom. So then you give it about 30 seconds and it gets this black colour then.
Thank you very much.
So there you are.
How's the Guinness?
It's alright. It's not, hindi naman pumapait. As what they say.